You are about to see an English language specialist tutorial sponsored by the U.S. Department of State. It is an instructional video that will answer the following question. What is competence in effective communication? The video is organized into 6 parts, each highlighting an interrelated competency for effective communication in English. Participants are 25 federal prosecutors in Kathmandu, Nepal. Training was held at the Attorney General's office from January 14th through January 25th, 2019. This training is important because English is the international language for law, and the concept of legal English is generally misunderstood.
What is language?
Culture, Nepali culture.
Namaskar. It's a formal greeting style in Nepali culture to start communication.
The purpose of this U.S. Department of State training is to advance prosecutors' communication skills to become more effective legal speakers and legal writers in English. You will see Nepali prosecutors using tools for accuracy and tasks for fluency that help them communicate effectively when they use English to speak and write about the law. Tools are strategies or conscious actions that you too can take when performing a legal task in English. Tasks center on professional introductions in different legal contexts, both formal and informal. Together, they facilitate the legal English shift from personal to professional language use for communication. Making the shift from personal to professional means focusing on your listener and on your reader. This focus is necessary because English is the international language for law, and the responsibility for clear communication rests with you, the legal speaker and writer. Context for practice in this video centers on specific legal topics of interest to the prosecutors as they perform their jobs. You will see them discussing challenges, issues, and obstacles they face as prosecutors and as public communicators. With continued practice using these tools and tasks for legal English speaking and writing, prosecutors in Nepal can join effectively and efficiently with the international legal community. Clear speech, oral and written, for interactive communication. Communication about the law in English is a shared, interactive process. Tip 1. Plan ahead with keywords and phrases, not sentences. 2. Use speaking points to talk and never read. And 3. Reuse words in a question to answer it so you are direct and explicit. Evaluation. Check for misunderstandings and not responding to questions posed. Control of basic structures. English is a subject-verb-object or an SVO word order language. Tip: always plan your speaking and writing with nouns, verbs, and phrases. Evaluation. Check for errors that obstruct meaning. Legal English is more than vocabulary. It is formalized language based on logic rules, which may differ from regular English in vocabulary, structure, and meaning. Formalized language use requires training.
is a style of communication that is easy to understand with an emphasis on clarity, brevity, and avoidance of overly complex vocabulary. It is commonly used in relation to official government or business communication.
Legalese is these are expressions that come from your legal reading in English that are specific to formal legal documents like letters rogatory. Terms of art. They represent concepts. So an example, foreign corporation is a legal term of art, or compensatory damages.
Just a couple of 3 words, which is aggressive but fair. And so when people hear me say aggressive but fair, they get the understanding that I'm a tough prosecutor, but also one that wields the prosecutorial discretion cautiously and understands his role. So 3 simple words that I think are very effective.
Other examples of legal terms of art are prosecutorial discretion and probable cause. Evaluation. Check for imprecise vocabulary and inaccurate definition of terms. English is a stress-based language, so accent doesn't matter, all right? Actually, pronunciation doesn't matter. Actually, the little parts of grammar, function words, prepositions, articles, except for a few definite articles, don't really matter.
Arbitration.
Arbitration,
Enforcement.
enforcement,
Dismissal.
dismissal,
Implication.
implication,
Limitation.
limitation,
Prosecutor.
prosecutor,
Actor.
actor,
Victim.
victim,
Requester.
requester,
Judge.
judge.
The listener has to hear the S for plurals and possessives for comprehension, has to hear the D for past tense, if it's a regular verb, or past participle, if it's an adjective. That's it.
Settle,
Settle.
settlement,
Settlement.
settler,
Settler.
settled.
Settle.
Arbitrate. Arbitration.
Arbitration.
Arbitrator.
Arbitrator. Good.
Arbitrated.
Arbitrate. Yes. Very good.
Enforce.
Enforce.
Enforcement.
Enforcement.
Foreseeable.
You have to articulate the verb and make the stress clear. Okay, the verb is the most important word in your sentence or presentation. As soon as the word goes into the sentence, the priority has to be on the sentence because the listener captures the meaning of your complete thought.
I am a requester because I request the judge and court to forward the judgment for a particular case. At the same time, I am a claimant because I claim that the person has done something wrong to society.
We always have to ask the other. So you always have Michael, he'll be here for 2 years, so you always can ask him, about what's socially, culturally appropriate among attorneys from his cultural point of view. And he, of course, would ask you from your point of view as well. The listener, the person who's listening to you, or the reader, the person who you are communicating with via writing.
Today is the most important day in our life because we cannot change our past that is already gone and the future is always uncertain. This English and Communication Skills Training Program has been organized to improve our command over English language and to improve our effective English writing. In this world of globalization, English has become the most important language that we all must know and have command over.
Evaluation. Check for indirectness or speech that is not to the point.
These classes will help us to enrich our English language. So providing this opportunity, I really thankful to our Attorney General Office and US Embassy too.
Donna taught us about how to introduce ourselves in English to someone else. First priority is to give handshake, very strong, firm handshake that's necessary. Then name and designation and name of the office where we are engaged in.
When somebody asks questions, politely you have to answer that. Thank you very much for your feedback. Okay, we'll clear you that about. We'll explain. We'll try our best to explain that. You have to say that. Please always be humble. I told you, lawyers should be always humble. Humble.
The 6 interrelated competencies for effective communication are: 1. Clear speech for interactive communication, oral and written. 2. Control of basic structures. 3. Vocabulary. 4. Delivery. 5. Social cultural appropriateness. And 6. Communication strategies.
I feel very lucky to be a participant of an English and communication skills training.
I found this training effective, interactive, and fruitful for me.
With this training, I gained more confident for effective communication in English.
So, what is language?
Communication.
Nepali communication.
You have just seen Nepali prosecutors making the shift from learning English as a foreign language, EFL, to using second language English, ESL, as public communicators for clear meaning, clear speech, and steady pace. The tools they use are strategies that you too can take to become effective communicators in English.